What's up? Rise and grind, sunshine. Now, don't get it twisted. No, this is not the phone stand. This is my cup holder. Hence why it's so low to the ground. But I think for right now, it'll do. I ordered my phone thingamajiggy off Amazon, so it should be coming today, actually. So bear with me today. It's Friday. It's Friday. Praise God. Woo! I just had to get through today, and then it's the weekend, baby. I don't know about you. Oh, but Lord, I be begging and praying for Friday to get here. I don't know what it is. Fridays, and then Saturdays, Sundays for me are the days that I sleep in. I just want to cuddle up, watch a good movie on Netflix, or look at some YouTube videos, you know. So, I should have went. You know how you be trying to guess to see if you should go or not, but I feel like I try to put myself in that person's shoes. And see, I can't tell. This window's so foggy. Anyway, so that's my Sundays for me. Okay, now I'm gonna go. So that's my Sundays for me. A time of rest and relaxation. Now, where you going with this big old truck in front of me, of course? Of course you are. Yep. Anyway. Today's subject, even though it's a Friday, is something that is near and dear to my heart. And, you know, the next time I record, of course, will be on a Monday when I'm on my way to work. And I don't want to go starting my week off on this kind of note. So I feel like if I talk about this today, you know, it'll still be all good, because at the end of the day, it's still Friday. As you guys know, you should know by now, I'm a teacher, and recently we lost a former student through gun violence, and he was only 12 years old. 12 years old. When I tell you that it broke my heart, I got to go around you. Because, well, if you're going to go, please go. I can't stand that. I cannot stand that. First of all, you're going slow in my lane. Then you see me going to try to go around you, because I'm in the slow lane too. So I'm going to use the passing lane for those who don't know. I'm going to use that passing lane to go around you. You see me going to the passing lane, and then you want to get over there too. No, sir, no, ma'am. It's Friday. You will not steal my joy today. Okay? You won't do it. Now, back to what I was talking about. We lost him due to gun violence. Okay? And it is... I don't have any children yet. I'm claiming it yet. I don't have any kids yet. But I could not imagine losing my child. And it is as even more salt to the wound in the manner in which he died, you know. And then, you know, of course, they're asking, you know, do you want to go to the wake? Do you want to go to the funeral? Do you want to go see the mom? I don't. Because one, you know, and I tried to go see the mom one time, but it was like, every time we would go, she would change the time, or, you know, it just wasn't a good time. And I took it to mean that, maybe that's just me, but I took it to mean that she needed some time to herself. Sometimes, you know, the best thing for some people to deal with mourning is to be by themselves for a little while, to process. And having a lot of people around, especially people that you don't really know like that, coming to your house, coming into your space, and you're not feeling up to doing it, you're not even feeling up to talking, but it makes you have to relive the whole situation, because it's like, you know why they're there. So even if you were trying to get like a moment of thinking about something else, you can't, because you got these people here in your house that you don't really know, or even if you do know them, and you having to stay sitting in that grief. And then of course you don't want to burden anybody, you don't want anyone to be all up in your business, and you don't want, it's just a lot. It's just a lot, you know, it is, you know. And I definitely, I said no to going to the wedding, going to the funeral, because, and it would have, I don't think I would have been able to take it. I didn't even go to my late uncle's funeral, and he was supposed to walk me down the aisle for my wedding. I didn't even go to his funeral because I wanted to remember him the last time I saw him, when he was up, he was happy, he was, you know, he was himself. I've been to funerals, I've seen the person laying there, and they don't even look like themselves. They don't even look like, you know, some people, oh, he look like he's sleeping, he's resting. No, he doesn't. Quit lying. He does not. That don't even look like his right shade. You know? Or, I don't know what, you know, someone putting all that makeup and stuff. She didn't look like that. She wouldn't even wear that color lipstick. You know? But, just trying to make light of the situation. I don't want to make this a dark video, you know, so. But, I don't think I could handle it. So I didn't go. But I say all that to say, what's going to happen to our children, our babies? What kind of life are they going to have? Especially when you can't necessarily control the environment. Granted, this happened in a rough area, but this could have happened, and probably has happened, in a very nice neighborhood, you know, in a nice area. Okay, so I don't want to just say, oh, it's the area, it's the environment. No, this could happen in a seemingly perfect neighborhood. It could. It probably has. You know, as a teacher, I see all kinds of personalities in our students. I teach 4th grade, so those babies are anywhere between 9 to 11 years old, 9, 10, and 11. And I see their personalities, and I also see their potential, and I also see the threats. Some of these babies that, you know, it's almost as if, unfortunately, you can kind of see their pattern of destruction and where it could possibly lead them if the path isn't shifted, if that makes sense. Because of course you don't want to say that, oh, that child is headed for disaster. Of course of course you don't want that. You don't want to claim that. You don't want to see that. You pray to God that He shifts the atmosphere in their lives so that they can prosper and be, productive people in the world and society, and that you can help them along the way. That's what you want for all your kids, But unfortunately, you do see some kids who exhibit behaviors that don't give that glimmer of hope. There are kids that I've come across who steal, who fight and turn over desks and stuff, have all kind of outrage and outbursts of anger. I've seen it. Uncontrolled. No self-control. And it's my hope that because they're so young that they phased out of it, or as their mind matures, that maybe their decision makings will mature and they will develop more self-control. Especially when they're in their feelings and they're angry about something, or for a lot of them, sometimes it's just because they didn't get their way, or they want an audience. Some of these kids, that they're not going to act like this in front of their parents. Some of them do, because they're getting it from their parents. I've seen that too. Oh, I see why you act like that, because your mama up here acting a fool for no reason. So I see where you get it from. Or, this is a completely different child. Who are you? You're not acting like how you were acting in my class, when you were in my classroom earlier, but you're acting like this. You're acting all quiet and, like you can sit still and yes ma'am, no ma'am. But you were just cussing in my classroom and turning over desks. So who is this child? So that tells me, okay, you want a show. You want an audience, and you don't feel like you need to respect me as an authority person because I'm not your parent. So there are a lot of factors in that. But I'm concerned about our kids and the trouble that they're in. In school systems, there aren't a lot of male teachers. And unfortunately, there aren't a lot of positive male figures in the household either. So you have a lot of absence of males. And what does that say to our young boys? There's this movie I was watching recently, and she was telling the father of her child that, I can't teach him to be a man. You have to do that. But I've seen women raise their baby boys into successful men by themselves. So I know it's possible, but I also wonder, did they grow up lacking any kind of skill or any kind of knowledge or whatever that a man could show them or teach them? I don't know. But getting back, how does this correlate with the baby that lost his life due to gun violence? It stems back to that. Our babies, they don't make good decisions, and it's not so much as a lack of not being taught. Some of them have been taught very well, to think about their actions, think about your choices, think about the possible consequences. And sometimes it's just a matter of them being in the wrong place at the wrong time, I don't know. But I'm concerned. I am concerned. But on a brighter note, I want to ask you all to pray for, I'm sorry about this blinker, you guys. I said in the last video. I want you all to pray for our youth today If you get in your prayer closet or your prayer journal or your prayer in your mind, if you get a moment to yourself, just ask God to pray for our children and the children that are still coming or yet to come. Pray for them. And also ask yourself, what can you do? Not everyone can be a teacher. I get that. Not everyone is built to be a social worker, a counselor, or a psychiatrist. I get that too. Not everyone wants to adopt or whatever. I get that too. But what can you do? Can you volunteer? Can you come up to a school and ask to read to the children? Can you, be a buddy? Come in and take the child out for 10 minutes, sit with them, talk to them. Can you show up to their basketball games? Can you start a mentoring program at the school? If you know how to cook or you know how to sew or you have some kind of skill that you can teach to children, can you come into our after school programs and teach them for free without having to be paid all the time? Because schools, believe it or not, don't get as much money as you think, and the little money that they do get is all going towards the things that we need, of course. School supplies, or you got a budget for this and budget for that, or whatever the case may be. Can you do that? Because these kids need it. And a lot of our babies, they're not getting it at home because either the parents work, so they're not at home often because they have to work to make the living, or they're at home and not paying any attention to the kids because there's so many kids, or they're at home and just not paying attention, period. Or they're not at home. Not because they're working, just because they're not there. It's a lot of different home scenarios, or maybe there isn't a home to go to. Sometimes these children are going to the auntie house today, going to the mama best friend's house today, staying with the uncle today, going over to great-great-grandmama's house today, don't know whose house I'm going to today, going to the motel tomorrow. So you just never know what the home life is like. But having someone come in, we have what's called love mentors. They come in and they take one child out, and they work with them the whole year. They come once a week for about an hour. Once a week for about an hour for the year. Once a week. And they take them out and they just, they work with them. Sometimes they'll even ask the teacher, but what does this child need the most help with? Is it math? Is it reading? How can I help this child? It just kind of depends. Sometimes they just take them out just to talk to them. Just to have that another person that they can bond with. That's not their teacher, that's not their parents, that's not someone that they are always getting in trouble with, just someone else that can help them. So, if you can't tell, I'm at work now. I'm at work now, and I'm going to leave you with this. Pray for our youth. Pray for our future, because our children are our future. Pray for our youth. And go out today, make this Friday great, and conquer the day, come with me, and I shall see you next Monday. Peace.